Now it's time to figure out how many feet are in inches and yards to feet. How many inches are in a foot? How many feet are in a yard? How many feet or inches or yards are in that mile that I showed you down the street? This is going to be your cheat sheet. This right here will help you get all the answers. You're either going to use this formula, this formula, this formula, or this formula for today. And it's really simple. If you use this, it'll be very easy to get your answers. Now, I'm going to show you an example of how this works. You're going to use something called cross multiplication. You may remember this from here to here you multiply and then you divide. Let me show you how this works so it's not so confusing, okay? Let's look at number 2. It first says miles to yard. Let's stop there. So which formula am I going to use? If I'm looking for miles to yard, does this one work? No. This one says miles to feet. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for miles to yard. This is my formula that I'm going to use. So let me go back to my question. It says 2 miles equals how many yards? So 2 miles equals how many yards? All I do is this. I multiply 2 times 1,760 and divide it by 1. 2 times 1,760 divided by 1. And I've already done the hard work for you. 2 times 1,760 divided by 1 is 3,520. There's my answer. Again, let me show you how I got the answer. It asked how many miles to yards. It's 2 miles times this divided by 1. Give me this answer. All right, so let's look at number 2. Let me erase this. Let's look at number 2. Yards to feet. Yards to feet. All right, which formula am I going to use? Yards to feet. All right, this is the one I'm going to use. Now let's look back again. It says 6 yards equals how many feet? Here's my yards. 6 yards equals how many feet? 6 times 3 is 18. Divided by 1 equals 18. So my answer is 18. Not hard at all, correct? Let's look at one that's a little harder, not by much. Let's look at number 3, inches to feet. Which formula am I going to use? Well, it's got the word feet and the word inches. This is the only one that has inches and feet. This is the one I'm going to use, my very first one. So let me go back to the question. 90 inches equals how many feet? 90 inches. So 90 is going to go above inches, not feet. So this one is a little bit different. 90 times 1 is 90 divided by 12. Because remember, you cross multiply. You multiply and then you divide. 90 times 1, 90 times 1 equals 90. Now I have to divide by 12. 12 goes into 90. 7 times 12 is 84 equals 6. So my answer would be 7 feet 6 inches. And that's how you would figure out number 3. And you're going to do the same for all of these here. So feet to yards, which formula would I use? Feet to yards. Hopefully you see feet in yards here. Here's your formula. For number 5, it says feet to inches. There's your formula right here. Let me move my 90 out of the way. feet to inches. All of these are pretty self-explanatory. Look at number 7, miles to feet. Here's my formula right here, miles to feet. So I am going to post this little cheat sheet for you on Seesaw. Don't forget you're going to have to cross multiply to get your answers. I have already given you the answers for the first 3. Good luck.